Do you recognize this coin's 1 week price chart? I didn't either. It's for the Mask Network, and this coin has so quietly crept up 390% in the last week. It's like it's wearing a mask itself. As a matter of fact, I hadn't even heard of the Mask Network until about a week ago when it started popping up in my top 10 most trending coins on CoinMarketCap. So in today's video, we're going to go over what is the Mask Network, what's causing the price rise, and can it continue? Don't forget, hit the like, subscribe button, drop a comment down below. I love comments. Let me know, are you bullish on Mask? Are you bearish? And anything else you think I should know? Without further ado, let's begin. Mask Network, founded in July 2019, started trading on exchanges about a year and a half ago, March 2021. They build themselves as your portal to the new open internet. Specifically, Mask Network brings privacy and benefits from Web3 to social media like Facebook and Twitter with an open-sourced browser extension. The platform lets users send encrypted messages to friends and also send and receive cryptocurrency and share files and interact with dApps all on a decentralized level. And it allows you to do this without migrating, which is otherwise known as creating a decentralized applet ecosystem. Mask Network is available on Facebook, Twitter, and Minds.com. More platforms will be available in the future. And their overall sort of slogan is that, people should own what they produce, their data, their attention, and the virtual space they choose to contribute to. So if this sounds familiar, people should own their data, privacy of data, etc. It's from Jasmine, which I've covered now a few times on my show. A very popular coin. It gets tons and tons of views. They both seem to cater heavily to the retail fan base specifically. Here's always on CoinMarketCap. I like to go to the comment section. Here's the comment section for today's Coin Mask Network. And comments, every couple minutes, mega pump coming, keep milking, the mask is off, it's time to go up. Milking, what the hell does that have to do with the price going up? But anyways, although these comments are just sort of funny, it does give me sort of an overall assessment of how excited the retail community is and how engaged they are. And this coin gets a 10 out of 10 in that department. And that's important because YouTube is consists of mostly retail followers, so I always like to pick the coins that have huge retail followings. Fundraise. So this coin has a lot of credibility from the fundraise, but it didn't raise a lot of money in terms of dollar amounts. It raised, $2 million in a funding round in November 2020, and then an additional $3 million in a funding round in February of 2021. So only about $5 million of pre-sale raises. That's not a lot. This is not a $50, $100, $200 million fundraise. It has been hugely successful. So this is for the ICO, a separate, smaller token sale, public sale, which I couldn't even get the amount they raised on. It was probably a very small amount, but this has done a 39x at current prices. So that means the pre-sale prices from the venture capitalists, it would have been even greater than a 39x. This coin is very successful in its year and a half on exchanges. And then who has funded it? Well, a lot of big names here. Binance Labs, Alameda Research, they're part of FTX. Hashkey Capital, that's a huge Hong Kong-based VC. OKX Ventures, that's OKX, big Hong Kong exchange, that's their VC arm. Digital Currency Group, that's a big Connecticut-based firm. What else? UB Capital, I've heard of them too. I think they're Singapore, Hong Kong as well. So a lot of credible investors, even though it didn't do a big fundraise. Now let's look at the token metrics. So the rank 173 in terms of total market cap and coin market cap. So I place that in between medium size and large size, which I like because that means they do have a lot of room to grow and get into the top 100. Total market cap about 132 million. They're on the Ethereum blockchain. They were audited by Surtech, which again, when you have those big names like Binance Labs and Alameda Research, obviously the audit's going to be clear. They're not going to invest if this is a shady project whatsoever, but you always want to get in the habit of looking at the audit right here. Surtech is the most brand name audit. You especially want to get into the habit when you're researching projects that don't really have any brand name investors or team members, but this coin does. Circulating supply, 29% is circulating, which is about normal for a coin that's been trading for a year and a half. Usually coins start out with 5 to 10% circulating, then 4 or 5 years later when all the coins have become unvested, that's 100% circulating. So 30%, year and a half in, that is normal. Let's look at the tokenomics investing schedule. So it looks pretty normal for the most part. 39% of the foundation reserve, The early sale investors, those were like the Binance Labs and Alameda Researches, that makes up 14%. The community airdrop and the small public offering makes up 22%. Team, 23%. That's kind of high for the team. Usually the team is more like 10 to 15%, but it's still within the realm of normal. And then liquidity pool, 1%. Not that much, possibly, excuse me, because Alameda Research is an investor and they are the number one or number two top liquidity provider in the crypto market. So they don't quite need as big a liquidity pool when Alameda Research, I'd have to assume, is probably going to provide that. All tokens have a 3-year vesting period beginning 2024. So all tokens, not all tokens, I guess that probably means that would be team, early stage investors, foundation reserve, and then usually the airdrop and then the public offering are made fully invested immediately. So 3-year vesting, that's sort of normal. Usually it's 5 years, 4 to 5 years. 3 years is still good. You don't want less than 3 years. You don't want 1 year or 2 year, which that doesn't mean the project's a scam. It just means it might not be here for the long run. So 3 years is still within the realm of normal. Let's look at the team. So actually a pretty big, obviously with a small fundraise, you wouldn't necessarily expect there to be a lot of employees since salary and expenses are the number one sort of expenses that the fundraise goes to, but they have 46 employees listed on LinkedIn, which seems pretty big. They list their headquarters as outside Chicago. Team members are from all over the place. It's typical of crypto projects. San Francisco, Chicago, Ithaca, New York, Boston, Tokyo, everywhere. The founder is this girl here, Suji Yan. She's based in Tokyo. I guess she's one of those kind of young whiz entrepreneur college dropouts. She looks like she grew up in Tokyo, then went to the University of Illinois, dropped out like 5 years ago, it looks like, has been a serial tech entrepreneur since then. Her last startup was Suji Tech, another sort of software startup. And now she's been running Mass Network for the last couple of years. So now let's get to the important stuff here. So what's caused the price increase? Obviously, I told you it's gone up 390%. That's a 5x in the last week when it's been fairly flat most of the rest of the year here. Well, it ties in with exchanges. So here's what exchanges that are listed on. This is not updated as of the last day or two because they're missing a key one, but it looks like most of the big ones: Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Huobi, Gemini, Kraken, OKX, Gates, Bybit, Crypto.com, Mexi. So pretty much every single one except FTX, right? But then if you go to their Twitter page, this is as of 2 days ago, November 2nd, they are listing on FTX, both spot and perpetual futures. So that's pretty big right there. To do that obviously caused most of the price pump right here. What else? And then obviously a day before that, November 1st, earlier in the week, they got listed on Bybit. So Bybit was listed here on the CoinMarketCap exchanges. So these two exchanges, FTX, Bybit, very retail heavy exchanges, that caused a lot of the price pump. Those were just recent announcements. What else? They also launched the beta launch of Firefly launch that's on Mask Network. It is billed as a next generational cross DID, whatever that is, social mobile app. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't really dig into what it is, but this is apparently a very big beta launch. They're getting a lot of development done. They've also been very active on the conference circuit here. I like that. It just gets in front of more people. It gets people talking. It spurs development action. It gets people excited about the project and launches new partnerships. Here they're at a conference in Lisbon earlier this week on stage. And then additionally, I think Elon Musk's Twitter takeover, that kind of caused a lot of the price pump here. This price pump started October 26th, right before Elon Musk closed the deal on October 28th. And this product does have to do with social media messaging, specifically on Facebook and Twitter. So I think Elon taking over Twitter was huge for this project, and it pumped accordingly. So that's it. So yeah, this is just a pretty cool project here. I'm definitely bullish on it. I can't believe I hadn't heard of it previously. I don't really think most people have. They've really been sort of living up to their name, the Mask Network. Obviously, since they're on every single exchange now, you can't expect any future price rises due to exchange listings, but it does look like they are active on the development and partnership circuit. So you can hopefully there'll be some new announcements there, some new developments. That's all for now. Be back on Monday with a new episode. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Mask, and I will see everyone on Monday. Have a good weekend. Catch you later.